Give an example of a situation you were in where you had to face a lot of pressure. I know you are an expert and an experienced person at the core skill that job required, but these kind of questions sometimes become really tricky. So here are the top 11 most commonly asked behavioral questions that you might face in your next interviews and how you handle them like a pro with example answers. So let's begin. The question number 1, which falls under behavioral category, is what is your biggest strength? This question is a real question, which means that you have to right now marry your strengths and abilities to their opportunities, to the job description they have sent you before. You have to pick up some of the areas where you have worked really diligently and you're gonna marry that to their opportunities and challenges. The more you talk about their problems, the more you put your strengths on their problems, that will make a great combination and will help you solve this question beautifully. Question number 2 in the behavioral category is what is your biggest weakness? Yes. Now, what generally people do, they try to hide their weaknesses, even though it is clearly visible on their CV. If you are a job hopper, if you are changing jobs quickly, it is clearly reflecting on your CV, so admit it. Admit it gracefully that these are the reasons that why I have been hopping on various jobs. Let it be very clear and transparently get through. And the other example I want to give you on quoting the best answer here is that what I used to do is my biggest weakness is that I am a hard taskmaster, and that is not something which a leader does. So it's not a weakness, it's actually a good thing, but then you have to say it politely and say it with a calm and a confident tone, and they will understand this is where this person needs to improve. So be transparent, be honest on this answer, and you will not fall apart in this tricky question, which is what is your biggest weakness? Question number 3 under behavioral category. What will your skills and ideas bring to this company? This is an important question where you need to reflect upon the research you have done thoroughly on this organization before coming to the interview. And how you can do that? You have to talk about one peculiar problem which you have solved earlier in your previous stint and with a simple solution. Focus on the problem and what part of the solution. Do not talk too much on how part, because that will mold the interview into a very different direction. Make sure you stitch this question by talking about the research you have done on the organization. It's about them, it's about their problems, it's about their challenges. Question number 4, what is your preferred management style? Now this question is to be answered in a way that they are going to check upon your interpersonal skills. Is that kind of a personality going to come to them who is not going to gel up with the people who are there in the organization? Or someone who is really a people's person and people would love to just say hi to you whenever they walk and meet you on the hallway. That kind of a personality they are looking for. And last but not the least, show them that you belong to this culture, belong to this organization by quoting some great examples. Question number 5 under behavioral category, the most important one, and you're gonna get this question for sure. I have faced this question multiple times. Where do you see yourself in 5 years to 7 years? It might vary depending upon the interviewer, but this question is being asked with an honest effort from the interviewer to know that whether you plan to stick around for a while in this organization or you're gonna hop the job once again. If you are like already a job hopper, you have switched 4-5 jobs, this question becomes very relevant and important, and you have to show them your character and belongingness, that you have made up your mind this time that you're going to stick around for a while. And this question is the most important question, so you got to prepare it very well. Question number 6 under the behavioral category, and this is what did you like or dislike about your current job? And now this is a pure character question again, peeling down and finding out that how real you are. Never BMW, never ever try to demean or talk bad things about your current organization, because that's gonna put you on a back step. Remember, you got to start with some of the great things you have learned in the past organization, and what are you going to do in the current scenario, how are you coping with it up, and then you can talk about couple of drawbacks. That is the way you're gonna handle this. You got to talk about the positive things first and then couple of drawbacks. This will make a perfect answer to your likes or dislikes about the current organization. Yeah, never aim for a perfection. There is nothing called perfection, and hence you have to be giving a balanced answer here. Question number 7. Tell me about a time when you worked in a team, or are you a great team player? Could be asked in either way. Now the answer has to be crafted in such a way that you should believe in one fact, that no one achieves anything of their own. It's always a team effort and a teamwork, and you got to give credit to the team and use we rather than using I in this answer. We together nailed this project in a limited time, which was 6 months, 12 months, and you being using this we as a word will help them, will make them understand that you are a great team player. Question number 8. Do you know how to give credit to others for their work? Now this question is to do with pure character and leadership qualities rather than talking about your capabilities. Quote a recent example where you exhibited leadership skills and gave credit to all the team members, all the adjoining departments, or the people who were working along with you on a project. You have to quote an example that you gave credit and you did not hog the limelight on yourself, but did that for the other team members and made that a clear example for them. Question number 9, and that is, what do your co-workers think about you or say about you? Now this question is a very tricky question, because here it involves a lot of deep thinking, and it is not about getting self-conscious here. It is about self-belief here. They are just trying to find out, are you a person who is lot conscious about his or her self-image? Yes, that's the real question. And now you got to answer it in a way that you talk about the testimonials you have got on the LinkedIn. If they want to check that, they can also check that it was already there on Vishal's LinkedIn. And that will throw a proof of evidence. In fact, this will help them understand you as a person who talks with proof of evidence. Question number 10, the second last question in this video. And that is the most important and a trickiest question that you have to face, and you should be well prepared with it. This question is, how do you handle a pressure situation or a stressful work? Yeah, so every now and then you might have faced a pressure situation, and how did you solve that problem by taking certain actions and then the result you produced? So remember, problem, action, result analogy, if you use that thoroughly and define the steps, they will be probably understanding that what you did to come out of this pressure or a stressful situation. And do not say that you live in a pressure-free situation or a stress-free work environment. That is not at all possible. So it's a character, a behavioral question that needs to be dealt with lot of detail. Last question under the behavioral category in this video, which is the number 11th question, and that is to show me your creativity. This question is very simple and straightforward and does not have any other meaning like other questions, the tricky questions. This is a simple, straightforward question which is asking for you to show your imagination. There are some situations where there is an uncertainty, where there is no planning at all. Over there, how do you deal with such situation and how do you show your imagination or creativity skills to handle that particular situation is the answer you have to prepare for. Here you have it all. These will help you crack the interviews, and all my best wishes to you for your future. If you wish to have a mentor who can guide you to the next level of your career, if you want a guide who can handhold you through the tough situations of your career like office politics, taking a stand for what you deserve, or talking to a senior management professional or a key stakeholder, DM me guidance on LinkedIn and I would be more than happy to help you, to guide you to the next level of success in your career. Thank you very much for watching this video.